Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here, and I am going to be unboxing the September Card Kit Club from the Stamps of Life. Now I do want to mention, if you decide to join or upgrade your club, I will have a link listed down below, and you can use my promo code MelissaM, and that will earn you 500 additional club bonus points. So that's equivalent to like $5 to spend in the Stamps of Life website. All right, let's go ahead and get started. This is called the Jolly Holiday Collection, and it's all gingerbread Christmas themed. So you get an envelope to store all your products in, and then you get all of this cardstock. So we get 4 sheets of the powdered sugar, then we get chocolate, and we have ginger snap, Pacific. Let's see, let me move these down. This one's Pacific. Then you get Blue Jay, a real light blue, cranberry, cherry, grass, and orchid. Such a beautiful color palette this month. I'm going to quickly flip through the paper pads so you can see each of the designs. Cute little gumdrops. Now this sheet, it's a cut apart sheet, and if you have the stamps and dies from the Stamp and Die Hard Club that is called Gingerbread Fun, you can use those dies to cut apart that sheet. Now here's another cut apart sheet, but this is an add-on, so you would need to purchase that one separately, or you can always use your scissors and just fussy cut the images. I like to have the dies though so that they line up perfectly. You get 2 of each of the designs. You get this A1 gingerbread folded die set, so you can make a cute little gingerbread card that's shaped. This would be fun to put on scrapbook pages too. You get this word die. And then also included is some green ribbon. So that's the grass ribbon. And then these cute little wooden shaped candy canes. So you can paint these up with markers. Then we get some holly leaves with a berry. And they're felt, so that's cute. And then epoxy dots. And I love the epoxy dots this month because they're that matte finish. Those are my favorite. And then, of course, you get envelopes and this cute sticker sheet with all these little gingerbread, different sizes, and little gumdrops too. All right, so my video today is going to be a little bit different. I am making a card using the sheet load of cards. I will have Alicia's video linked down below on the Crafty, let's see, what's she called? Call Me Crafty Al, a YouTube channel. But she has done all of the work for us, and she gives measurements for cards, and so I decided to use one of her sketches. Now, her sketches are meant to make, I think it's 12 cards, and so, you know, I'm just making a couple here on camera, but you can repeat this process and make lots. So what I thought I would do is I have a scalloped circle here, and I'm using some of my Shimmers paints. I am on the Shimmers Paints design team, so if you decide to place an order on the Shimmers Paints website, if you add my name to the comments section, Shimmers will send you a free paint. So that's a great way to get to try some additional paints. What I did is I applied some clear gesso to this white cardstock, and I let that dry, and now I'm applying some paints. The color I'm using is Mango Tango. It's a Vibes, and a Vibes is a shimmer spray. I'm adding a little bit of water to it, so that takes a little bit of the shimmer away. But what I'm going for is I want to make this look kind of like icing. And I thought I was just going to blot a little bit of that up, and oops, I accidentally took all the color off. So let me just start over here. I'm applying a little bit of water and then the Mango Tango paint. And I think that I'm going to get this to match pretty closely to that cherry color, but like I said, I want it to look like smeared icing. So I'm going to put a couple layers on here, and then I'm going to set it aside to dry each time so that I can build the color up. So while that is set aside to dry, I want to work on cutting my card base. So according to Alicia's measurements, this is a 7 by 6 1/4 sheet of cardstock. I cut that down from the kit, and then I'm going to score it at, let me see here, 1 1/4 and 3 1/2. So I have my scoring blade in my cutter. This is an amazing cutter. I just received this from American Crafts. I placed an order on the scrapbook.com website recently, and this was one of their free gifts with purchase. How cool is that? So this is my first time using it. And I like it because it's small and it's perfect for card making. All right, so I have my score lines. So let me go ahead and bring in my bone folder tool here, and let me just crease these lines. So I'm gonna fold one in half, and then I'm gonna fold this one back. And then using Alicia's measurements, I have some pieces of the pattern paper already cut down. I'm all out of my Stamps of Life adhesive. So I have some more on order. So I'm bringing in a different adhesive here. Normally I love the Stamps of Life adhesive for my card making. All right, so this one is 1x6. The one I applied down first was, I think it's 3 1/4 by 6, and then this one is 1.75 times 6. Again, I'll link Alicia's video down below, and she has a link in her video to just print the cutting guide, so that's awesome. Okay, so I have the card base done, and now I want to do some stamping to stamp a little sentiment. And so I'm bringing in the Gingerbread Fun stamp set, and the stamp I want to use is Baking Spirit Sprite. Of course, I have to bring in my secret weapon here so that I get a good stamped impression, and I'm bringing the Stamps of Life cranberry ink in. So let me give this a good press, and perfect. So I'm going to use my scissors and cut this down. I bring in my salt cellar here and my stamp chamois and just wipe my stamp clean. So I don't want to get red ink on anything else. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in my package. And I do use these magnetic sheets and these envelopes, and I get them on Amazon. So I'll leave them linked down below in the description box as well. That's how I store all of my stamps. Love it. I've tried other magnets and they just aren't sturdy enough for me. I really like these that I get off Amazon the best. Okay, so I'm going to trim this down just a little bit because I have a little space that I need this to fit on. So I think that looks good. Let me clean up some of my mess here, move these things out of the way. So it says Baking Spirit Sprite. That's so fun. Okay, so here's my little scalloped circle, and I think I want to add a little more paint. So I'm going to bring back in the Mango Tango, dip my paintbrush in some water, and I'm just going to dip the paintbrush directly into the bottle and apply a little paint down because, like I said, I want it to look like icing, like messy icing. So there we go. Put a little bit more. I don't want any harsh lines. You don't have to be an expert for this painting. It's just whatever you like. I just apply a little down, spray a little water, move it around a little bit. Now, because I put the clear gesso onto the paper first, that's what allows the paint to move around. Now, this is one of my favorites. This is called Whites of Their Eyes, and it's a color splash. So it's like it's an acrylic paint. And I just want to splash a few dots on there, some splatters. Now I'm cutting down some craft foam. And I'm using some tacky glue here. And I'm going to put this craft foam down directly onto my card base. I'm going to hold that down for just a minute here. And now I'm going to go ahead and clean some things up again. I like a clean workspace, and it's driving me crazy. This is the most stuff I've had on my desk in a while. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put some glue down, and now I'm going to put this circle onto the card. Give it a good press there. Hold that down. And now we can start decorating. So I've got the little cutouts from the paper pad, but I think I want to use the stickers. They're like a little bit smaller. And how cute is this little gingerbread girl? So we'll put her down. And then I'm going to put some glue on the back of the sentiment, and we'll put this down, Baking Spirit Sprite. And then for an embellishment, I want to bring in some of that holly with the felt and then the little gem in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue on the back of this and hold it down. Give it a good press. There is a fly flying in my craft room. How embarrassing. I guess it's not hurting anything, but I apologize. It's flying across the screen. Okay, and so that is it. I made another one off camera. Look how cute these are. And then you could stamp your sentiment on that inside flap. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, I love these. So if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And I will leave my Facebook and Instagram links down below, as well as links to all the other products